Sannyasa is a stage of life wherein the seeker withdraws oneself from the performance of karma because he doesn't need them any further. Karmas, discharging the duties, Shastra-wise and also socially, etc., family-wise, etc., are for two purposes. One is fulfillment of desires. But a person who has got relatively free mind from desires, because he is very careful in his observation of the world. And he has found, as Bhagavad has pointed out here, yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkha yonaya evate. Very important factor for us to ruminate over, for us to think over, for us to not to take things for granted in life. We take many things granted in life and follow the cat psychology. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. Any bhoga, sense pleasure, which is samsparshaja, born of contact between indriyas and the vishya, sense objects. No doubt they will give you joy, pleasure, but dukkha yonaya evate. This is the rule. They are yonis, potential womb for future sorrow. Nateshu ramate buddha. A viveki who cares for his ultimate good, final good, doesn't get entangled in them. Here is a person who has withdrawn from that and he has no desires to be fulfilled. Vairagya is there. Such a person wants freedom from karma so that he can utilize that time, having got some leisure, for the pursuit of Atma Vichar. Who am I? What is this world? Who is the Ishvara? What relation me, Jagat, and Ishvara has got? Such a person is exempted from karma by Shastra, and he can live a life of sannyasa. Sannyasa is not living a life of idle or remaining idleness. Is more vigorous in the Atma Vichara, which leisure he was not getting earlier because being bound by duties. Duties have been discharged. There is no end to that. But as a human being, I have got a duty towards me also. Remember that. Other duties are there. But as a human being, I have got a duty towards me in knowing directly what I am in reality, called Atma, Brahma, or Ishvara. Because this human body is primarily designed to gain this knowledge, not for khao piyo maja karo. That is because of lack of viveka we indulge in. So therefore, if I miss this chance of human embodiment and not gain this knowledge, It is anybody's guess when the next chance of human embodiment is going to come. Because human body is very difficult to get. That's why, of course, this should be in the four walls. Shastra permits a sincere seeker, if he has got staunch viveka vairagya, if he has got staunch moksha, to discard all duties and take this. But cheating is not, should not be there. It should be so staunch that this is my goal. Can this be? But for a grahastha, it is better to follow the golden means to the extent required, discharge the duties and proceed further in fulfilling one's final goal of life. Because that's the main duty. So that's sannyasa. Need not be changing of cloth, color of the cloth, etc. That is for rare few. For further others, they should take this disposition of sannyasa, figurative sannyasa. So that means karma yoga, by giving up the phala, by the tyaga, have that disposition called chitta shuddhi, shuddhanta karma. That makes one eligible for sannyasa. And sannyasa, he gives knowledge, gets moksha. Whereas a person who has already got that disposition, straight away get the knowledge and gets moksha. This is what Bhagwan has to say at every step. Bhagwan Krishna, being satisfied with what he has taught so far, he gives us now, he is going to give us in 6th chapter, a means called dhyana, meditation, as antaranga sadhana, the most proximate means to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, or to know in reality who am I directly. Aparoksha Jnana, Aparoksha Anubhava. So he's going to describe in next chapter, for which he gives us now introduction in 27 and 28 verse of chapter 5. Says, Sparshan kritva bahirbah chakshushaivantare bhru pranapano samav kritva nasabhyantara charino. Sparshan kritva bahirbahya. Sparsha means touch. Yes, sparsha means vishayas. Sense objects. Bahya, there is external world, outside the limit of our body. Keeping the external sense object vishayas outside only, not allowing them inside. Inside through what? Jnanendriyas. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch. Through this, you let the sense object outside, inside. When it goes inside, it impinges on the mind. And the mind, there is all on that kind of this volcano is there. So therefore I say, sparshan krutva bahirbahya means indriyas are no more preoccupied in the Vishaya sense object. But out of that, all indriyas One is very prominent. Eyes. You go on looking like this. Have you seen a crow or a sparrow? You should observe all this. How a monkey behaves. So you have occasion here. Interesting. It shows scare or something else. Like this, indriya, the indriyas are always, what is that? What is it? What is it? All curious. Chakshushchaivantare bro. Gaze not directed outside. Not totally close the eyes. Slowly close the eyes. In such a way that you are not seeing outside or not, which is a particular posture of the eyes, technically called as Shambhavi Mudra. I've seen certain pictures of Lord Shiva in meditation. This is the eyes there. They are closed, not totally, little gap is there. Neither seeing outside, nor totally closed. And this, what is that? Eyelids are not winking. Closing, opening of the eyelids is not there. In some Swami Vivekananda's photos also are there, meditation. That is called Shambhavi Mudra. Shambhavi Mudra is not meditation. It is a posture of the eyes with a firm body. Bhagwan is going to describe the posture of the body. That's the posture of eyes there. It doesn't roam here and there. So that is what it is defined like this. Antar laksham bahir drishti. The outside gaze is what? Withdrawn inside. At the same time, nimeshonmesha unmesha varjita. Nimeshonmesha varjita. The drishti is free from winking, opening, closing, opening, closing. Open eyelids are not winking. It needs practice. It's called Shambhavi. Shambhu. Shambhu is O Shiva. Related to it. By the word mudra has come. Many of you have been knowing mudra generally in terms of the posture of the fingers. It's called a Shastra, Mudra, Vijnana Shastra. Nowadays, everything is on the net. Very, very useful mudras for many chronic diseases are available. It's better to take to these, and if nothing is there, high-tech medicine is there. It's not desirable to jump straight away to high-tech medicine. So it's very, for example, Prana Mudra. It instills instant energy in the body, like a dynamo. The very fast immunity. Many things are, I'm not going to dwell on this, but I'm just drawing your attention. Such simple, effective means are there to cure many diseases, like reflexology, acupressure, etc. Anyway, Shambhavi Mudra. Here all the day, don't get, oh, what this mudra, etc., etc. Gaze is not outside. Generally, you see, keeping little open means winking will be there. Softly close, not totally tightly as such, and as if you are looking at the center of these two eyebrows above. Little this chin or head, little upward, not like this, not like this also. little upwards, not too much. That is what Shambhala. Anyway, means mind is the eyes are not engaged in the seeing here and there, etc. Pranapano samaudritva. Or breathing has got a bearing on the mind. So, somewhat what is called as kumbhaka, but it should be practiced under the guidance of a competent teacher only. See, you can't meddle with the prana just like that, but it's effective. In olden days, minimum pranayama was a daily routine as such. But with this onslaught of Western education, it's totally gone. So, nasabhyantara now. So, breathing, making the breathing harmonious. Then, yatendriya mano buddhi munir moksha parayana vigate cha bhaya krodha yas sada mukta eva sa. Yatendriya mano buddhi. He is controlling mind and intellect. Means they are not allowed to wander here and there. Muni is taken to the meditation. Moksha parayana. The only goal in life is moksha. Because vigate cha bhaya krodha. In him, desires are not there, because already seen. Ye samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yona yona. Always keep this in mind. It will make you think in the right direction. How much importance to be given to how much, whatever pursuit that we take in life. So that's it. Vigata ichcha, free from desire. Bhaya, vigata bhaya. Fear is not there. Why fear is not there? Because that Ishvara Arpana Buddhi is very strong. Dedication to Ishvara, Karma Yoga has taken, I had already taken too. So submission, surrender to Ishvara is so great that he knows, here is my savior, here is my protector, always with me 24/7. He may not be seen, but if you submit to him, he is always with you. So guarding and protecting. Guarding and protecting from in your spiritual pursuit. Bhaya, krodha, free from anger. Desires are not there. There's occasion for anger as well. Such a person with such disposition, saha muktaha. You can rest assured that such a person is what? He has to take to dhyana in this manner. Now, dhyana means meditation. We'll see in detail afterwards. Next, now this is coming now. Meditating on what? See, dhyana, meditation means thinking. Nowadays, with the name of dhyana meditation, big, what are those? Packages are available. Meditation packages suited to your purse. Meditation has become a big money spinning business. It's not that way. We'll see that in course what exactly is meditation, especially what Bhagwan is here referring to. Now, thinking on what? Thinking of what? Thinking of Parameshwara, Ishvara, Parameshwara, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Brahma, Atma, whatever you call. entity is one and the same. Sudarpari says, what is that entity? Bhoktaram yajna tapasa sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarva bhutana jnatva mam shanti bruchati. 29th verse, last verse of chapter 5. Sa yajna tapasam bhoktaram, one who is bhokta. Understand the meaning properly here in this context. Bhokta here means palanakarta, palayita, protector. You may wonder how this meaning has come. You know, karta, bhokta, we know. You are familiar with this. Karta means doer, bhokta means enjoyer or sufferer, experiencer. A bhokta, eater. You know, eater, one who eats bhokta. But how this? What's a protector? Because the verb bhuj, bhunakti, bhukte. It's a grammar, parasmay pada, atmane pada. Bhunakti means eats, experiences, enjoys, suffers. Bhukte. Bhukte. So bhukte is what is called, say, it's like this. Bhuj has got two meanings. If it is bhunakti, palana, I took the other way. Is bhunakti, palana, protection. Bhumte, atmanepada. It is abhyavahara. Abhyavahara means eating. So here, bhokta, the verb bhuj has taken in the sense of palana, protection. So therefore, the noun bhokta means protector. If the bhuj meaning were taken abhyavahara, then bhokta can mean eater. That is not a meaning, because context is Bhagwan is the protector of tapas, yajna, etc. How is it so? Because he is the one who ensures that whatever you do in terms of ascetic practices, rituals, yajna-yagas, you get the result promised by Vedas. Otherwise, for example, you take a sacrifice. The yajna kunda is there, sacrificial altar, fire is there, and you are offering the oblation. What is the immediate result? Whatever you offer gets burned and gets reduced to ashes. Ashes are the immediate result. But there is an unseen result for adrishta. Adrishta not seen. Drishta seen is ashes. Adrishta. Some punya accrues to you and it comes to you at the right time. Who sees this? Who ensures this? Ishvara. That is a protector. Otherwise, no one will have Shraddha in Vedas. Shraddha in Vedas because whatever that is told there comes true. It is law, rule, command of Ishvara. So that way Bhakta. In Maharashtra, you must have heard this Shanti Pata. Sahanavavatu, Sahanava Bhunaktu, Sahaviryankara Tejasvinavaditamas Vidvisha. Yes, Sahanav Avatu. Sahanav Bhunaktu also. There, may that Bhagavan protect us both, teacher and the taught, Guru and Shishya equally. But in Maharashtra, especially I think Wardha, the Sabarmati Ashram, Mahatma Gandhi's ashram, I have heard that there they chant this Sahanavatu at the time of eating the food, taking that Bhunaktu as eating. Of course, with Shraddha, no problem with the Vedic prayer, but it is not strictly so. If it were for eating, it should have been Bhuktam. Sahanavatu, Sahanav Bhuktam. May we eat together. Imperative. But anyway, just for that. I'm telling you in detail because don't carried away by this Bhokta here as the eater or someone like that. Protector. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Overlord of all entire cosmos. There are innumerable Brahmandas. In one Brahmanda we are there. Innumerable. The one who is the overlord of all this. Whose law abides everywhere. Sarva Lokamaya. At the same time, see, a person in higher and higher position is not available for all. No, it's not. Suhridam Sarva Bhutan. He is the one who cares for the good of everyone. Surat. Surat is not a friend. Friend is a friend because he's a friend. He helps you because he is a friend. Surat is a person who helps, serves, only because you are in need. You may not be not at all known to him. And he is not waiting even for a thank you. He just disappears. He is Surat. The one who is always interested in our good, which we also don't know. And if he comes to help us, we scream, protest also. Why do you interfere in our affairs? But he knows what is good for us. Jnatva. Here, Jnatva means having got the knowledge, so that is knowing what is the Swarupa directly. Shanti mruchati. One gives the Shanti. Shanti is what? Moksha. Moksha ka Shanti. So in this manner, a person who has taken to Atma Vichara should finally take to Dhyana so that he directly becomes aware of, directly experiences what is the Paramatma Sarupa, thereby he knows what I am in reality. Because that I is self-evident, yet mixed with all features of what I am not. They have to be discarded. Then what remains is the I, self-evident, Anubhava Sarupa, self-experiencing principle, self-knowing principle. I become aware of it. I know what it is. That is Atma Sakshatkara. That is Atma Aparoksha Jnana. That is Atma Aparoksha Anubhava. That is Shamoksha Ka Shanti. He has given in nutshell this dhyana. most proximate means of gaining Atma Jnana. Last class I told a mumukshu who has already the Shuddhanta Karana and Vairagya at an intense level, just by Atma Vichara can gain this knowledge because he has got that disposition already. Just like a person who has already focused the microscope, rough and fine adjustment knobs, and he is seeing clearly the object. The moment the guide says this is what it is, he knows. Others have understood what the guide has said, but they can't verify unless they focus it. This jhana is for those who have not yet focused the mind, who have not yet got Shuddhanta Karana, to tune the mind to our Swarupa. That is what is called as Dhyana Yoga. So Bhagwan is now introducing the Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga, these two words are going to come. Dhyana, meditation. Withdrawing the mind from all its preoccupations. From all its preoccupations in Vishayas and the Jagat. And making it abide in what I am in reality. How it can be done? When you are in contact with the Vishaya sense object, what your mind is doing? Mind takes the form of the objects. It thinks of the objects. Vishaya akara antakritis take place. Same principle. If the mind has to think of Atma, which has no name, which has no form, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha are not there. Vishayas have got Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, and they take that form. Here it is not so. Here it is not so. But principle is same. The mind assumes the form, the nature of Vishayas. And the mind, this is called Vishaya Akara Antakadvatti. It appears like the Vishaya's mind, like screen. The screen of the mind, as if a picture of Vishaya comes there. Similarly, Bhagavan's creation is such that mind can assume the nature of Chaitanya Atma free from Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That capacity is there. Mind can conform to the nature of all. Keep this in phrase in mind. Mind can assume, mind can conform to the nature of Chaitanya Sarupa Atma. Presently, our mind assumes the name and form nature of Vishayas. Our mind presently conforms to Nama Rupa, name and form, or the nature of the vision. It has to be drawn and it has to be made to assume or conform to Atma Swarupa. Means mind should appear just like Atma. Just as you see your face in the mirror. Same principle. It is possible because Bhagwan has kept that provision. But presently it is not able to do that. Mind cannot do. Why? Preoccupied in the Vishayas. That's why Sparshan Krutva Bhairbhaya. Having kept the Vishayas outside. So that being the case, this process now has to be taken to. In this context, Bhagwan repeats the role of karma. He says, a person, first hours, anashita karma palam, karyam karma karoti yaha, sasanyasi cha yogi cha, naniragnir na chakriya. A person who takes to karma without the criteria or without aiming at the result of karma and how with Ishvara Arpana he is sannyasi in a figurative way. He is yogi as good as he has made his mind absorbed. Means a person who has successfully taken to karma yoga, he is the eligible person to have the disposition of a sannyasa, to have the disposition which can conform to Atma Swarupa. So that means Bhagwan is praising karma yoga. Sannyasa is not just changing the color of the cloth. It stands for the disposition of the mind, which is gained by karma yoga. So that's why he is giving premium to that. From this standpoint, sannyasa and yoga are as good as one and the same. Yam sannyasamiti prahu yogam tam vidhipat. See, here yoga means karma, karmanushtana, karma yoga. After yoga means yoga is going to come in terms of absorption of the mind in Atma Swarupa. Now here karma yoga. Sannyasa and karma yoga are what? Almost one and same in their result. A mature karma yogi is as good as good, means not shastra way, practical purpose is a sannyasi. Because nahi asanyasna sankalpa yogi bhavati. Without giving up the desires for results of action, nobody can become the karma yogi. So therefore, karma yoga should be properly taken to. What is taken? The question comes, when am I to know that my mind has already got Shuddhantaka? It is ready to make itself get absorbed in Atma Swarupa. It no more needs the karma. It is as good as he has taken sannyasa. How am I to know? When can I know? Here is a litmus test. No, litmus test, some particular type of paper with chemical which gives different colors, etc., depending on that. Here is the test. Yada hinendriyarteshu na karmasu anushajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudhastadochyate. When, number one, when the mind is what? Is not anushajyate, cling to, get attached to, get preoccupied in. Where? Indriyarteshu. In the sense object, in sense pleasure. And also karmasu, means of procuring the Vishaya sense object. Just you can take an audit of yourself. I don't want to know the result, but you introspect yourself. The mind should not get preoccupied in the sense objects to gain sense pleasure. The mind should not get preoccupied in the karmas to procure the sense pleasure. Because sarva sankalpa sannyasi, he has given up all sankalpas. He has grown out of all desires. Mind is not preoccupied in the sense object or the means that procure you sense object karma. If you have this disposition, you are yoga rudha. You have already served the purpose of karma yoga. You have already got the disposition which can get absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. This is just for our introspection, not to judge someone else. Hey, this person has got the prepared mind or not. It's none of your business. You mind your own business. So, see, such features given in Adhyatma are meant for us to assess ourselves and not to brand others. Not our business. Bhagwan is there to take care of everyone. Why you and I bother about that? So therefore, when the mind is not engrossed, is not engaged, is not preoccupied in the sense objects, sense pleasures, and karmas, the means that procure them. And he has got sarva sankalpa sannyasi. He has grown out of the desire for sense object because he has found for himself the futility of this. It is just waste of life. No amount of Vishaya Bhoga can make a person contented. In Kathopanishad, Nachiketa, just a boy of 6 years, goes to Yamaraja to get this knowledge. Yamaraja is surprised. ये बच्चा करने का things he wants. Such a person is coming for Atmajnana. He tests. He offers him all things which is not available on the earth. Offers empire. Offers themselves. Offers the most sophisticated chariots in those days. Nowadays cars, etc. Planes, etc. Offers longevity. Say, please don't ask that. You take all this and enjoy life. The tiny boy with a mature head or the tiny shoulders. You know, Na vittena tarpaneyo manusya. Man cannot be contented, cannot be satiated by vitta means money for all Vishaya Bhogas. Yamaraja was so impressed. He congratulates him. My boy, at your age, I didn't have this maturity. Think of it. A guru giving compliment to the disciple, and that's all chota fellow. Na vitte tarpani. Keep the cool of mind and find some leisure and think of this truth. Man can never be satiated. Contented by vitta means money, wealth means sense pleasures. Vishaya bhoga, including empires and empires. So therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. You're given up all these things. Yoga rudha. He is a person. For practical purpose, you can say he has accomplished yoga. Yoga here is absorption of the mind in Atma Sarup. So that is the case. Such a disposition is necessary. Now you may say, the very difficult thing, sir. Yes, difficult thing. So what? We want somebody's help. Bhagwan makes it clear. If at all anyone can help you in this respect, in gaining this disposition and taking pursuit of gain knowledge, it is only and only you. No one else. Ishvara can guide you. Guru can help you. But finally, you have to walk the path. Just as if you are hungry, you have to consume the food. If you are sick, you have to consume the medicine. So therefore, to get freed from this bhavaroga, samsara sagara, you have to put forth effort. Guidance, help, etc. will be given. Is available in Shastras. But finally, it is you. Nobody is going to carry you on their shoulder. A very important verse. Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadaye atmaiva yatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanam. One has to uplift oneself by oneself. Oneself alone is the kith and kin of oneself. Oneself alone is the enemy of oneself. We have to uplift, help ourselves. By proxy is not possible. There are many things in life which you can get done by proxy. You pay the price, get the things. Here it doesn't work. So Bhagwan is emphasizing, look, you have to proceed further. No proxy business. Ishvara will help. Guru Shastra will guide. But effort is on your part. That's why oneself is one's friend, oneself in. Now, when I myself become my friend, when I myself become my enemy, when bandhuratma atmanastasya yenatma ivatmana jita anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatma iva shatruvat. A person who has got mastery, control over one's body, over one's senses, over one's mind. That person is the friend of oneself. One has controlled the body, senses, and the mind, intellect also. He is the one who is a friend of oneself. One who has not controlled is the enemy of oneself. Anatmanastu, vajitatmanam, who has not controlled one's body, indriyas, mind, intellect, is enemy of oneself. So therefore, mastery over body, mind, intellect, and a person, of course, like Jidnyasu, Mumukshu, who has taken to Atmanatma Viveka as taught so far by Bhagavad. But Jitatma, Atma here is Buddhi, mind, etc., who has controlled body, senses, and mind. As a result, Prashanta, mind is composed, calm, non-reactive. Paramatma Samahita. He is able to appreciate the Paramatma Sarupa in and through the world, in and through all ups and downs of life. Shitoshna Sukha Dukkeshu Tatha Manapamanayu. He is able to, such a person who has got perfect mastery for the body, indriya, senses, mind, intellect, not interest the Vishayas, he is able to appreciate what is the Paramatma Swarupa in and through Shita, Ushna, the opposite features in life, Sukha, Dukkha, joy, sorrow, Mana, Apamana, honor, dishonor, in all these pairs of opposite in life, is able to appreciate Atma Swarupa. Otherwise, when conducive things comes, we rejoice. Opposite comes, we sink in sorrow. No. In and through all these vagaries of life, he is able to appreciate Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Paramatma Swarupa. Further about this person, we'll see in the next class. One question. What is Manasa Puja? The question is, please explain what is Manasa Puja. Puja, worship, you know. Manasa, mental. What is mental worship? Physical worship, you are supposed to know, you are supposed to be aware of, or at least you have seen someone doing in the temple, etc., at home also, whatever, a priest doing puja. Worship is adoration of your deity, Parameshwara. You invoke the divinity principle in an idol, etc. And you offer worship in the sense you serve him as if he has come to your house as a guest. Shodashopachara puja, Panchopachara puja. Elaborate worship by 16 modes of service, even dance, music, etc. Or Panchopachara, 5 modes of service. See, olden days, or nowadays, a guest has come to your house. First, what you do? Give a glass of water or some soft drink, lemon juice or something like that. Some fruit juice. Suppose you have come from distant place after traveling. Ask him to take bath. Then lunch it. Like that. So different steps are there. Physically you do. Of course, I'm not going into detail. You are supposed to know or find out. Here you are doing physically. You are chanting mantras and doing. But more often than not, while doing such puja, you may do it mechanically, even uttering the mantras, but the mind is roaming elsewhere. Mind is not behind the puja, worship. Mechanically, at the physical level, you are doing worship. But mind is wandering here and there. That worship is not effective. One should learn to do such worship with full mind behind that. Then only it can give the result. At times, it may be that you are not in a position to do physical worship. Because of physical worship, samagris are necessary. Many items are necessary. You don't have money. Flowers, incense, naivedya, dhupa, deepa, etc. Shastra has given an alternative. You sit in a proper posture and close your eyes, mentally depict the deity, the Paramatma, in the form that you want. And mentally, with eyes closed, you do all upacharas, all services that you would have offered in physical worship, with all details of physical worship. Do the same thing mentally. That is Manasa Puja, mental worship. It is more effective than physical worship, because in physical worship, you may do mechanically with the mind wandering here and there. But in Manasa Puja, mental worship, either you do it or you don't do it. If your mind has wandered, you have what? Worship has stopped. Signal comes. Hey, you are sitting for worship. Mind has distracted. Bring it back. So, this is more effective. Otherwise, no. You see the priest at Keshvayana, Archana, flower, Keshvayana, Narayana, They're pelting the Bhagavan with flower. Of course, not in stones. Pelting literally. This is not puja. Offering with all reverence. So, in Manasa Puja, mind is totally preoccupied or in worship, or it is distracted. If distracted, you bring it back again. So it becomes more effective. He said there is a story about this. It seems long back. In South India, a king was constructing a temple. And the temple was construction was over. And he fixed a date of Prana Pratishtha, means installing the deity. A devoted king he was. So he got a dream wherein Bhagavan came. Sorry, this date I am not available. I will not be able to come here for your Prana Pratishtha. I have already got other appointment. And such place, such and such person is already decided before you to have that on that day. King woke up. What is this? Who is this person? And Bhagavan gives priority to him. He sent the soldiers. Find out this place and find out this person, or who is this person who has erected a temple. They went to that place, asked the people there, is there anyone who has constructed a new temple and it is a Prana Pratishtha to be done? They said, no, nobody has, no temple here. Then they said, is there any person by this name? Yes. He's a sadhu there, always sits in meditation. We all respect him, etc. Is there? They went to that, soldiers went to him with all reverence. Maharaj, have you anywhere constructed a temple here? Yes, he said. Where is it? Not outside. Mentally. This sadhu was constructing a temple brick by brick for many years. And that mental picture of that temple is ready now. And he is going to install the deity. King was surprised. See, a Manasa puja or Manas thing is more effective than the physical thing. So Manas puja. Next time, you must see, you should know this. The beautiful few verses called Shiva Manasa Puja. You should take this Stotra Ratnavali of Gita Press Gorakhpur. Find a Shiva Manasa Puja. You are worshipping Shiva mentally. One verse of figurative description. Next time I will take. Samasta loka Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.